We're here in Huntsville, birthplace of Canada's famous painter, Tom Thomson. And what we're doing here is finding out about these initiatives that the local community is undertaking in order to attract doctors.
So we have been creative. I was part of a task force for all of Muskoka and the area around there, looking to attract physicians for a year and a half.
So this has been a need that's been in the town for a while?
It has been growing and growing, yes.
Okay.
So we weren't achieving any success with that.
You see, here in Huntsville, there's a problem with family doctor shortage. This is a problem we see across the country. The difference here is that the local government, alongside private small businesses and the townsfolk, have decided they're not waiting around for the provincial government to solve the problem.
My fellow councillor, Scott Morrison, came to me and he said, you know what? How about if we get the businesses to jump on board? Maybe that'll tip the scale to make doctors want to come here. And that's exactly what we've done.
You know what, I've got a lot of connections with the local business community, and I know they're generous. They love to give, and they care about healthcare. I said, I'm pretty sure if I reached out to them, they'd all be willing to help out with giving incentives to the doctors. And I'll tell you, it started with me thinking, okay, let's say we can get some incentives from the local car dealerships, Club Link, which is a golf company that has courses all over Ontario and I think Florida, and the local ski hill and things like this. But everybody I approached said yes. Everybody.
Hi, how are you?
Good,
Great to meet you.
Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to
No
speak
problem.
with us
Come on in.
So how is your business participating in these initiatives?
Just donating gift cards. So yeah, and then the doctors can kind of use them, you know, for dinners or anything that they want to, when they come here. So yeah.
So what motivated you? I mean, obviously, as a small business owner, if you're giving out gift cards, that means you're out of pocket at the end of the day. So what was the motivation for you that was, you know, obviously enough that you're willing to dig into your own pocket and give to this initiative?
Well, we live in a pretty special community. One that I think, you know, whenever somebody needs help, everybody's willing to step up. We actually felt that during COVID. There's a lot of people that really supported us and made sure that we're still around. So I think this is the least that we can do to our community, to give back to some of the people that work for us don't have doctors. Some of the people that work next door don't have doctors that come here every day. So it pretty well was a no-brainer for us to help people out with this, right? So
my last question to you is, I heard that you were on the show. You got to eat here. So I'd like to know, are you open for lunch?
Absolutely we are. Yeah.
Because I'm starving.
Yeah, we can help you out with that for sure. There's no question.
That's good.
So we actually own 3 dealerships. We're under the umbrella of Drive Muskoka. We have Honda, Hyundai, and Dodge. So we are giving a free vehicle for a year to the first 10 doctors that come to Huntsville. We pay for their snow tires, we pay for the maintenance, and they drive for a year on the basis that they stay for 5 years in Huntsville.
Yep.
That's very generous. That's awesome. And so I got to ask, like, why are you doing this?
Well, it's so imperative. We need doctors in Huntsville. A lot of our customers and all the people in town are struggling trying to find a doctor. 50% of our staff from the 3 stores do not have local doctors, so we thought it was imperative we get involved in this and help out.
So here we're offering custom framing and self-care packages. You can frame your certifications, your degrees, your diplomas.
You're a doctor.
Yeah, absolutely. And then self-care packages, a big part of Muskoka is the beauty that surrounds us, the calming nature. It's a massive part of our economy. And it's also important to bring that home with you. So we offer a variety of items that will help you keep calm and relax while you're at home after a hard day at work. I myself don't have a family doctor. About 2 years. So it's important to bring that kind of service to the community, only because it's a rough go with that bump. Yeah.
My mom's 78 and for the first time in her life doesn't have a doctor because her doctor closed up shop.
Yeah.
So there's these people that have been on waiting lists for 4 years.
Yeah.
And you and I would agree that universal health care is critical.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a doctor, you're less likely to get that lump checked out or get your mental health checked out
Yeah.
or whatever. So we think it's critical for our town that everyone has access to a family physician.
Yeah, and this is a problem across the country, the lack of family doctors, but it's inspiring to see that the town folk and their council are actually taking action instead of waiting around for the provincial government to fix the problem.
Yeah, and I do know there are other municipalities that are maybe not in favor of our approach, and their approach is that they're going to keep lobbying the provincial government until they step up. And no offense, but how long do you have to wait?
Yeah.
That could never happen.
Yeah.
And with different parties in power at different times, you don't know what's going to come.
Yeah.
So we had a choice to make. We could wait around or we could take action. And we knew our only responsibility as a councillor is to the taxpayer. Mm-hmm. And when you have an opportunity to make the town better to live in and healthier to live in, then you got to look at every option. So that's why council unanimously gave us the go-ahead, and thankfully it's working so far. The neatest thing is that Bob Stone, Councillor Stone, his wife Tracy, who's amazing, she works at a doctor's office in town. And, Bob told the story at the council table about how she comes home from work and Bob says, "Hey, Tracy, or hey, honey, how was your day?" And typically it's like, "I was okay, it was a good day," and it was good. But he said the one day she came home, it was just heartwarming because she was excited and happy and over the top and wanted to tell him about her day because she that day got to call people on the wait list. Now, people that have been waiting up to 4 years with no doctor. And you can imagine we talked about the stuff you don't get done and how vulnerable you feel when you don't have that. And she said it was emotional because people were like wanting to hug her and they were emotional. And it was just, I wish I could have experienced that moment because it sounds like it was pretty special. So I think for me, that's the one that really, really stands out.
Well, I had a great time here in Huntsville learning about how this community is coming together to recruit doctors. To watch more of our videos, go to secondstreet.org and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.